Hello everyone, welcome to Marlin Chess Kids. Today we'll show you the game played by Marijus and Aloyzas. In this game, the game starts with pawn to e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, queen to b6, knight to b3, and knight to f6. And this is the first 5 moves, and you can see in this position white is slightly better with the 2 bishops are active and can develop to attack. So the game continue. Knight to c3, e6, bishop d3, a6, bishop to e3, attacking the queen, and queen to c7. Then castling from the white and b5. And now white continue to take the advantage by pushing the f4 pawn and pressure the black f4 and d6. So in this situation, this is the first 10 move, and you can see that the white are better and have more pawn attack and control the center. So the game to continue, queen to f3, bishop to b7, a3, bishop to e7, then rook a to e1, castling from the black, queen to h3, rook a to d8. And now I pause a second to figure out what is a white idea to play in this game. I give a couple of seconds to figure the idea from the white. Well, congratulations for those who found the idea, and for those who like to enjoy the show, here are the brilliant move, the great to convert this game to a winning. White keep pushing the pawn and attack the black. For example, one of the critical paths that you can play is pushing the pawn to g4 and g5 and attacking the knight. And you can develop the rook to f3 and to g3, or you can double up the rook by moving the king away. For example, move to inside, and you can double up the rook at the position g1 and g3. So in the actual game, the white play pawn to g4, a very strong attack. Then black continue to play b4, and here white do not move away the knight. Instead, white keep attack with pawn to g5, attacking the knight. So after this, black play b takes c3, take the knight, then the white take the knight. And here you have very critical idea. Example, like if you push the pawn to e5, then the queen can check back the king at h7. So after this position, black play pawn to take f6. So in this position, if you take with the bishop, then white can play pawn to e5 and attack the bishop, and at the same time the queen is checkmate the king. So after this position, after bishop run away, you can just win a piece. If not, the black will get a checkmate. So after b4, then queen to capture, then any move from the black, you will win by a piece. So pawn takes f6, and now white continue to attack with the strong idea of mating the black king by playing rook to f3 and g3 and attack the king. So white play rook to f3, then king to h8, and in this position you cannot take the free pawn here, because if c takes b2, then king to h1, and if the pawn promote to a queen, you can just capture the pawn. Then knight to e5, you just can capture the pawn again, and bishop to e4, then you can just capture the bishop, and after f5, then you can rook to g1, and here will be the winning for the white, because after bishop to g5, there is no block with direct attack from the queen, and you have a side rank checkmate. So after rook f3, black play king to h8. Then white continue to play king to f2 with the idea of rook to g1, and here with threatening mate of queen takes h7 and checkmate, and the pawn push to e5, then you can have a rook to h3 and checkmate. And here white has a competition, and white is attacked the black. So black play rook to g8, then rook to g3, and rook to g6, preparing to double up the rook. Then the white play rook e to g1, and black play rook d to g8. Now we have a double rook, and double rook attack, double rook defense. White continue to pressure the king by playing f5, and here white trying to mate with also queen takes h7, and e takes f5. So after e takes f5, this is one of the mistake that the black play, and here white can make a tactical checkmate, and white can win in 5 moves. I give a couple of seconds to figure this out. Well, congratulations for those who found the answer, and for those who like to enjoy the show, here are the moves. Queen takes h7, check the king, and black resign. Because of the king takes, you have rook to h3, check, king to g7, bishop to h6, check, king to h7, bishop to f8, discover check, rook to h6, and rook takes h6, and this is a beautiful checkmate. And with this, thank you.